Hey, this is Helen Paradise from SoCal, and you are listening to the Barbecue Central Show.
Happy to have you aboard here for the Really Big Barbecue Show.
Boing. We cook because we have to, and we grill because we want to.
Hit me!
Fine, how's it going?
You have a great show. I'm a big fan.
Boing.
So what seems to be the problem here? This man looks like he's dead, and he's in the crackle.
Charbono! It's all about the Charbono, dude!
Succulent fish. What?
He ate 54 wieners.
But listen, Lavernius, shut your face.
I'm shaking like a dog shit peach seeds.
We have top men working on it right now. Top men.
And just like that, we are into the second hour. It's the Barbecue Central Show, where we talk about only the most important barbecue and grilling items of the day, week, month, quarter.
Boing.
We've had topics go on for months on end. Still to come on this show tonight, Sam the Cooking Guy. In about 12 minutes from now, the Barbecue Central Show originates from
Palm City, USA, Cleveland.
We say good evening to those of you tonight watching through one of our video streaming platforms. You can go to Facebook and watch the show, facebook.com/BBQ Central Show. Or you can also watch on YouTube, which is youtube.com/@BBQ Central Show, where we have a YouTube poll question of the week that we're asking everybody. And the question is this: do you like the term pitmaster? And currently 63% of you are saying yes. And we got about a third more votes to go here as the typical amount starts to trickle in. Look at this. Lance Owens from Kona, Hawaii is joining us. Greetings, Lance, because it's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon in Hawaii, believe it or not. For those who didn't know, Hawaii 6 hours behind, California 3 hours behind, and then you get to go an additional 3 hours behind if you want to be on island time. And it looks like the business day just coming to a close for Lance, as he is the realtor to the barbecue stars out there in Kona, Hawaii, or as we would call it, Paradise. Lance, we're trying to figure out if we want to go back to the Bahamas again next summer or if we want to go to Hawaii. You tell me, you're a world traveler. Do I want to go Hawaii or do I want to go back to the Bahamas, which I love? Piss on the floor and all. I love the Bahamas. It's like my joint now. Anyway, if you're missing this show in the first hour, don't worry. We've recorded it for a podcast. And you can get it tomorrow, early in the morning. You can get hour number 2 on Thursdays. And why not talk about Friday now? Coming up on the best moments of the Barbecue Central Show in 10 minutes or less. This coming Friday, episode 389, taking you back to an August 18th of a 2015, featuring the newest #1 Texas Monthly Barbecue Joints recipient and accomplished competition barbecue pitmaster and all-around nice guy, Ernest Cervantes. If you hadn't heard Ernest before, this one does give you a fairly brief look into his past and how he came up. I believe this particular interview was the second time Ernest was on the show, maybe second and last even. 10 years since Ernest has been on the show. A lot has changed in 10 years for an Ernest Cervantes in 10 years, and a lot of them good, by the way, from an outsider looking in. So if you haven't heard Ernest before, this does give you the quick look on background. Also, how he was able to knock down a bunch of TV appearances back when barbecue was a big thing on television. If there was a barbecue show on TV, Ernest was undoubtedly on one or all of those shows, so I asked what the secret was. He said movie star, good looks, and then we debated. You can also hear me act like a complete tool in the beginning of this interview as well. I'm not going to say what I did, but listening back to it a couple weeks ago as I was posting it in the queue, let's just say it was a different host in 2015 than you would hear in 2025, to say the least. I almost messaged John and said, "Hey John, how about wiping out the first 2 to 3 minutes of this show because I sound like a complete dope." Maybe nobody will notice it, and maybe I've called attention to myself at this point. Not great. But I was, let's say, a little embarrassed at a 2015 host talking to an Ernest Cervantes and questions I was asking, blah, blah, blah. Don't forget you can subscribe to this show by visiting the website, thebbqcentralshow.com/subscribe. Also, don't forget that if you want to hear a guest again or a segment again that has been lost in the archives, you can email John and let him know what you would like to hear. And that email address is John, Jon, Jon, at thebbqcentralshow.com. Let him know what you would like to hear, and John will do his best to meet your expectation. Email from officially unofficial Colorado embedded correspondent Dennis Busso. Hey, Greg, maybe you forgot, but you didn't give us the rundown of your culinary adventures in the Bahamas and find out what the best meal was on your vacation from last month. Dennis, thank you for writing in. Thank you for caring. Water break. I'm going to be honest, Dennis. Last year, it was all new. Everything was magical. Everything was better than the next, because the next experience that we had was the new experience that we were having on Paradise Island on the Atlantis property. So the next restaurant that we ate at, that was better than that one. Like, the only one that was a kick in the dick was the steak restaurant one. And guess what? That's my fault. I should know better than that. I'm just reading an instant chat. I don't usually do that. I'm taking, I don't understand it. Real Meat Stick. Can you bring back Susie from Hey Girl? Hey, she's quarterly guest. She'll be on in August. Meat Stick. Frank Cox from Smoke Builder. That would be a first-time guest, I would imagine. Anyway, I digress. So that was our fault, Dennis, last year going to the steak restaurant. I should know better than that. And it was average. Like, it was fine. It was fine. Like, nobody wants to hear that, right? Like, you want to piss Sam, the cooking guy, off when you're talking to him about one of the recipes. Well, what did you think of it? And you go, it was fine. Oh, my God. You might as well just tell him the house is on fire. He hates it. So this time around, we are, let's say veteran travelers to the Bahamas. So we knew places that we wanted to go back to, ones that we thought were dynamite last year. They were fine this year. Also, we found ourselves saying, how about we don't go out to this restaurant instead, because the resort we stayed in was so nice. We were ordering in. I think we ordered in the room 2 or 3 different times, and food was great. All things considered, not a bad choice. But again, it was just our speed this time around and knowing what we had set up for the next day, and it was a much different culinary adventure. I didn't eat conch this time around. I ate it the last time. It wasn't a food vacation necessarily. It seemed like it was more of a food vacation last year. This time around, it was more How quickly can we get down to the Cove pool in the morning and get our seats, make sure that we get the servers that we like and they treat us well, get great lunch at the Cove pool, tippy-toe around the piss on the floor, and then just have a great day. And then whatever happens in the evening, we'll have reservations, but if we don't really end up wanting to go, we'll blow them off. We'll go do something else. We'll order into the room because the room had great food too. So, Dennis, appreciate you writing in. And that was my food adventure in the Bahamas. Not very adventurous. Sam, the cooking guy's in the green room. Before we get to him, let's talk about Big Papa Smokers. Oh, did you miss Big Papa Smokers? It ended yesterday. Oh, dick. Here's what I suggest. Right this very moment. Right now. Email or go to bigpapasmokers.com. Put it in order, a big one. And then use promo code BBQCentral25 and see if you can still get the free ground shipping. Technically, it ended yesterday. Didn't you see my social media posts? Now, why are they offering free shipping? Because we are celebrating Big Papa's 15 years in business, helping both backyard warriors and competition pros bring home grand championships on the competition trail and in the backyard. Whether you're prepping for your next big barbecue comp or just firing up the grill for spring or summer or fall, whatever, Big Papa's award-winning rubs like Sweet Money, competition brisket and steak, cash cow, cattle prime, have all the big flavors that you're looking for, and they take your barbecue to the next level. And again, you have to try it out now. Use promo code BBQCentral25 at checkout for free ground shipping. Some exclusions apply, like maybe all exclusions at this point because it is now July 1st. But you could try it. All right, we're going to go to Sam the Cooking Guy now. I'm telling you, I don't know what a hoot is. There's a really good chance that as we start out here, it's going to be a hoot. So stick around.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show. Howard Stern, Jim Rome, Dan Patrick, and Greg Rempe. The Mountain Rushmore of talk show entertainment. Now, let's get back to the Barbecue Central Show.
All right, welcome back. This portion of the show being brought to you by McAuliffe Cigars. Step into the world of McAuliffe Cigars, where each blend is a chapter in a grand tale of craftsmanship and passion. For instance, the Color Series, now featuring McAuliffe Black, a cigar of the year. McAuliffe Blue, McAuliffe Red, and the new and have yet to try McAuliffe Purple, but hoping to get my hands on some of those. McAuliffecigars.com to find a locator or a retailer near you, MICALLEF, McAuliffecigars.com, proud sponsor of the show. And now we... Ray, why is that there? I hope I didn't screw anything up. Now we race to the hotline and welcome a man to this show who currently has, as of 2 days ago, 3.81 million YouTube subscribers on his channel, Sam the Cooking Guy.
You know, I was supposed to have 4 million by now. And I was supposed to have, was it $1,000 from somebody? One of the embedded, 2,000?
We're going to get into that.
You know how much of, how much I've seen of that?
We'll get into that.
Okay.
I have plenty of things to get to before we talk about that.
By the way,
wait.
I'll bet a little.
Wait. Before we get going,
Christ.
Might I be able to do something special for you in honor of today's special day?
I would love that.
Would you?
I don't know what you're going to do, but I'd love. Yes, please do. Who wouldn't want something special?
This is very special. I don't want to oversell it, but it's going to be pretty special. You ready?
Already oversold. Yeah. Go
All right. All right. Stand by. And just remain silent. Ready? Here we go.
Oh, I know what you're going to do.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Holy shit.
How about
Play
that?
ball. Holy shit. Honestly, you got a great voice, as evidenced by the fact that you won that dopey singing contest.
Yes,
you
the
used
dopey
to do.
one.
Not sad that ended. That being said, great voice. You sang that like someone that has sang that song 1,000 times before.
Of course.
I'm not sure you could just take anybody with a regular good singing voice and give them "Oh Canada" and have them. You practiced that, buddy.
I mean, so there's many times when a Canadian team comes, because Ohio and Canada are fairly close with the lake separating us, and when Canadian teams come, especially in the travel sports, if there was a Canadian team at a travel sport, they played the Canadian national anthem before any volleyball match started, along with our American national anthem. So I've heard it, growing up and everything.
Let me tell you something. Honestly, not joking. It means a lot that you did that. You did it really well. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Happy Canada Day to you too, my friend.
So we thought it would be a good idea, since it is Canada Day, that we would start going through dishes that might be specific to Canada, right? So, here I am trying to quickly think of specific Canadian dishes. And the first thing that pops into my head is poutine. And then I'm at a loss.
It trails off from there. I know.
And by the way, poutine is a walk-off shot for me. You come up with poutine, you might as well have created gold, in my estimation. One of the best dishes ever.
No question. I'm thinking you ask 100 Americans to name a Canadian dish. I'm thinking 30% max, maybe 40 come up with poutine. And I don't know that anybody goes any further than that. It's not like we're known really for amazing culinary creations, but there are some things that are distinctively Canadian. I sent you the list of things. And it's funny. Number one on the list was poutine for a reason, not just because. And for those that don't know, poutine is not just fries and gravy, though those are two of the most important components. But the most important component are cheese curds that are hard to get anywhere other than like proper Wisconsin, or Quebec, places like that.
Look at that. Oh.
Think about it as mozzarella that squeaks when you bite it in little shards. It goes on top of the hot fries, and the good beef gravy goes over the top of it. And there's all kinds of poutine. I was when Vancouver, Canada was a home of the Winter Olympics, I don't know, 15, 16, 17 years ago. I was on the Today Show in Vancouver with Al Roker doing 3 different types of poutine. I think I did classic, I did a breakfast, then I did, I think, a steak one. I don't really remember. But I was And I said, this is Canada's culinary contribution to the world. And a lot of people know it, but pushed to the wall to come up with it, I don't know that they'd get that. So let's go number 2, see if anybody could get this in the audience.
Can I take a stab at it?
Yeah.
Is this Canadian bacon?
It's kind of close.
Yeah.
It's actually called pea meal bacon.
Pea meal bacon. That's right.
So it's a pork
That's
loin.
great.
It's a pork loin rolled in cornmeal. You slice it thin like that and you cook it. It's great in a sandwich, great with the breakfast. It's called pea meal because back in the day, they used to use crushed peas around the outside of it.
Huh.
I think it was a British thing that came over and then that stopped. By the way, I gave Greg these and I only numbered them. I didn't give names to them. I didn't want to tip my hand in advance.
Very good.
So, okay. So number 3's got to be, I think, pretty easy.
These look like barbecue potato chips.
Well, definitely potato chips, but they're way more Canadian. They're ketchup chips. And I think they have them down here. They're really fucking popular up there.
Are they good?
And I'm saying if you go, they're delicious.
Oh,
they're absolutely delicious.
Is it like a dried ketchup?
Yeah, it's like a ketchup powder kind of thing that
Wow.
they do for it. Yeah. I would sub those in almost any sandwich I was putting potato chips in. If I had a choice between plain and ketchup chips, those are going in. Salt and vinegar are also big up there, as are dill pickle. Dill pickle chips are pretty big too.
Oh, I would love a dill pickle chip. And let me get to number 4 here. Oh.
Number 4.
Yeah, here we go.
Think of this. So you could take a stab at that. You'd be pretty close.
Looks like a pastrami.
It does. Technically, that's Montreal smoked meat.
All right.
So think of it as like pastrami's cousin. There's a place in Montreal called Schwartz's. It's a deli that's been around forever. Pastrami smoked. It's kind of like a peppery pastrami. Kind of the same setup, dry cured. It's peppery. It's smoked. It's it's steamed. It's great. My uncle used to live. We lived in Vancouver. My uncle used to live in Montreal, and every visit to Vancouver, he would bring 4 or 5 pounds of that off the plane with him. He always took some flight that got him to our house about 8:00 at night, and everybody would stand around in the kitchen eating Montreal smoked meat.
Here's what I'm noticing in the background. Plochman's yellow mustard. I love a Plochman's yellow mustard. It's one of my favorites.
I don't know it.
You don't?
I don't know it. No.
Oh, this isn't like a shot you took?
No. I just grabbed all these off the internet.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know. I've had Plochman's yellow mustard like growing up on another. There was French's and Plochman's and
I've never seen Plochman's before. I looked at that
delicious.
and I go, you got to get that. It's obviously a big deal in Canada. I don't know where you get it here. We don't have it here.
Yeah, I think
at
it's
least
regional.
in San Diego.
Yeah, I think it's regional. Or you'd have to go to Amazon and get it, whatever.
Okay, this guy you're never getting.
All right, let's go over here. So this looks like a meat pie of some sort.
Yeah, very good. But the name, that's the important part. It's called a tortilla.
Oh, yeah, definitely would have never got that.
It's a big deal in French Canada, Quebec, but so it could be beef, it could be pork, it could be a combination. There's spices in there. It's a very double flaky pie crust.
Yeah.
It's very winter, but it's delicious and hearty. I like shit like that any time of the year. Any time of the year.
Is there any mashed potato in there? I
There's
feel like
not,
I feel
no.
like this
Pretty
could be
plain.
a
It's pretty
potentially a topped shepherd's pie.
I guess you could, sure, but then it wouldn't strictly be, tortilla. Then it would be some fancy version of tortilla.
Fancy because of the mashed potatoes. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, right.
Next. So these look delicious, but I don't know if I could place these. Is there cinnamon sugar on these?
There is.
Like a cinnamon sugar naan?
You've had Indian fry bread? Where's this light coming from?
Light.
There's light coming in on me from someplace. Sorry, I'll sit over here.
It is like in the
You
front.
haven't had Indian? Yeah, no, on my chin. Indian fry bread. You haven't had
Isn't that called
at
naan?
the fair? No.
No.
Indian. That's deep fried dough.
Oh.
Indian fry bread. You get it like the fair. So it's deep fried dough, and then they do cinnamon sugar to it.
Oh.
But in Canada, that's called a beaver tail.
Ah, yes.
Because it's got the shape of a beaver tail.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had where I was from, we go to Geauga Lake, and if you saved your thin gilders for a week or two, you could buy fried dough. That's all they called it, fried dough, no beaver tail. And then they put powdered sugar on. I hate powdered sugar. It's messy and gross.
Yeah, it is. You do it for looks, I think.
Yeah, it's total looks. But then,
because pretty much anything you're putting powdered sugar on is already sweet.
And what happens when you take that first bite? You open your mouth. Just by accident, you draw an inhale, like a half an inhale breath, and that powdered sugar goes right down your fucking throat, and I hate it.
Remember the first time you did Coke? It was kind of. Oh wait, did I say that out loud? Sorry. I don't know where this light's coming from, man. Oh, shit. Hold on.
Yeah?
Wait,
See it.
I found the source of light.
Yeah,
I found the source of light.
Somebody
Watch
breaking
I
in?
can do this. Hold on. Nope. Watch this. Southwest. Watch. Keep watching my face.
Yeah.
I got it.
Auto shade?
That's good. Auto shade.
Wow. I got to get up from my couch and close my shades.
Sorry. Okay, wait. 3 more. Do them fast.
Are you in a rush?
No, but I don't want people to be bored.
Look, you sent me number 7, which looks like it might have been a video file, but I have no way of playing that. It came over as a AVIF file.
Oh, piece of shit.
Yeah. Let me try again.
Let me send you the one right now.
Hold on. Let me try again.
Shit. Do you want me to try and do this?
I have it in VLC player too, and that plays everything. So
I don't know. God, I hope it's not something bad you're just not supposed to have gotten.
I know.
Can you imagine that?
How about I pull up number 8?
Go to number 8. Yeah, let me just see if I can find this one. Hold on. No, number 7 works just fine for me.
Yeah,
let me just send this to you right now. Hold on.
It's probably some Mac.
Oh, yeah. That's right. I do. Hold on. Give me half a second. Let me just send this to you.
Yeah?
Greg. G-R. Rempy. Looks fine to me. Right. Okay. Here you go. Go to number 8 then for now.
Look at this.
One of the greatest inventions ever. It's called a Nanaimo bar. It's graham crackers with coconut on the base, and there's custard in the middle and a chocolate top.
Wow.
Incredible. You make it, you refrigerate it. It's one of the greatest things. I don't like sweet stuff, and a little couple of squares of that, it makes me very happy.
All right, I gotta see if you texted it to me. So now I gotta.
Shouldn't I have done that?
Well, I mean,
isn't it all the same?
Goes to my phone.
You don't have You don't have text on your computer? Oh, you have a PC.
Yes.
They haven't figured that out yet?
No. Well, they do, but for some reason it's not connecting. Hold on.
Okay. Did you get it? Oh, I could have done that. Back up a little bit. Stay right there. Look at that. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a butter tart.
Oh,
that's one of the greatest. It's one of the great. It's little pastry shells. There's a gooey brown sugar, butter inside. Sometimes raisins. I don't like raisins in it. Nuts and pecan on top, or pecans on top. Really great.
Oof, all right.
Really great.
One
last but not least,
yes.
you'll think you recognize this.
So I was looking at it. I mean, I want to say it's a Bloody Mary, but it's not because there's limes involved. And is it?
Well, you could have limes in a bloody.
Yeah,
I think that's a personal.
You might be looking at the least fan of Bloody Mary ever.
Okay.
Big shocker, I know, but I don't know what this is. This a michelada?
No, it's called a Caesar. Full name being a Bloody Caesar as opposed to a Bloody Mary. So. Essentially the same components, but instead of tomato juice, they put in clamato juice.
Oh.
And it makes it 1,000 times better. And that little bowl that that has a lime in it, if I'm not mistaken, that is celery salt.
Oh, I like
that
celery
you rim
salt.
it with. You walk into any restaurant in Canada and you ask for a Caesar, you're getting one of those before you get the salad.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They're very popular.
Oh.
And I'm not the world's biggest Bloody Mary fan. I do find them a little heavy, but I don't care what time I'm on a plane in the morning. It takes off. The second that you're allowed to get alcohol, I'm getting a Bloody Mary. There's something about an airplane in the morning that screams Bloody Mary to me.
Yeah?
Screams it. Yeah. Love it.
Yeah, I've tried many times. My dad is self-proclaimed best Bloody Mary maker ever. He does a little dash of horseradish in his, amongst some other things.
Absolutely.
And, I mean, I don't know. Like,
it doesn't work for it. Hey, listen, it's personal preference. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Now let's get to the business at hand.
Go ahead.
Tennessee embedded correspondent Matt Osman made it very clear last week. Made it very clear last week that he immediately reached out to you to try and pay the $2,000 he lost in the bet.
Oh, did he now?
Yes.
How did he do that? Smoke signals?
Through, it looked like it was through Instagram.
What? I'll go there right now. Who looks at that?
I don't know. Matt, I'm sure Matt's listening. Matt, was it Instagram that you were reaching out to? But he made it very clear that he tried to pay off. Is it in your request?
It wasn't
maybe?
Instagram.
Blinky's Offset BBQ is the handle. And he said he reached out a number of times. You haven't replied back. And
here's all my requests. Oh, there could be some. Oh, gosh. Guess what I've just learned? Guess what I've just learned?
You can get requests.
There's what are they requesting?
Your friendship. They want you to see their comment. This is your requested long distance dedication. Dear Sam.
Blinkies?
This is Matt.
3 days ago. Oh my God.
I tried to get in touch with you and pay $2,000. And now here's Forder with Toe the Line.
Look at this. Wait, here's something from Momofuku Goods. I like Momofuku.
Oh, you didn't know about this?
Sorry, seriously respect your page. We're redefining what they want details. If you're interested, please on the forum and get some good. I love them.
Did they mention me?
Why did I never? No.
Anything you find in there that generates money, I should get half of right now.
What? Wait, what am I? Why? Oh, because of this? Oh, because
you
turned
didn't know
around
anything about it.
Look at this.
Oh, no.
Oh, my. How far back?
Did Jennifer Lopez reach out?
She might have.
Does she know me?
Oh, it doesn't seem to be. Oh my God.
All right, let's do this.
Look at,
Hold on. You start scrolling through your requests. I'm going to do a piece of business. This is the last part here tonight. And then we'll come back and we'll see if you found Blinky's Offset Barbecue Pit. So stand by.
Oh, this is bad. This is very bad.
This is what happens when you have a 50-year-old teaching a 60-year-old social media. Oh, my God. Is this what they call the blind leading the blind? All right. Are you tired of diets that make you choose between good food and real results? You don't have to anymore. David McDowell has cracked the code. His personalized fat loss coaching for barbecue lovers lets you eat food you love, ribs, brisket, wings, still lose weight, get lean, and feel amazing. Now, this isn't some fad. It's a proven system that includes barbecue-friendly meal plans, tailored health strategies, and a weekly check-in. So you're never guessing, never alone, never forced to give up what you love. And if you want to be part of something bigger, to surround yourself with like-minded barbecue lovers who are dropping weight, getting stronger, and staying motivated, then online, the Barbecue Diet Group is where you need to be. Now, here's the deal. You can keep struggling on your own, or you can plug into a system that works. Join now, get exclusive access to expert coaching, real-world strategies, and a support crew that won't let you fail. Go to school.com/BBQ, school spelled SKOOL. That's SKOOL.com/BBQ right now, and take the first step, because you can have barbecue in your dream body too. But you have to take action. You man enough to do it? Oh, looky here. At work. It's Bobby. Hey now. See you in a couple days. Get ready for the big 2-year celebration at the wineries in Madison. You and the Q. We'll see you. All right, we're back with more Sam the Cooking Guy, who will now regale us with who has been left in his requests folder. It sounds numerous, by the way. We're back right after this.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show. Whole packers, full racks, legs and thighs, injecting butts. If you've never heard this before, you might think you found the best XXX show ever. Let's get back to the most homoerotic host out there today, Greg Rempe.
And we welcome you back. This portion of the show being brought to you by Pit Barrel Cooker, the most unbelievable outdoor cooking device on the planet, available in 3 sizes, a host of accessories. Doesn't matter if you're a beginner or a professional, it's a cooker you want to add to the arsenal. Visit pitbarrelcooker.com and tell them the Barbecue Central Show sent you. And looky here, Willis is watching the show saying, "Hi, Meat Man." Hey, Willie. Also saying Sam's last name not being the cooking guy is throwing me off. Marley, Sam's last name is not the cooking guy. It's Zion, crying out loud.
Can I show you what I found?
Please. Hold on. Here we go.
I gotta do this. Wait, hold on. Ready? Wait, hold on. Shit. There we go. Wait. Sorry. Which way am I going here? Oh, yeah,
these are all requests.
I just looked up in the break.
Oh my Lord!
How long do they stay in there? Because it stops at 4 weeks, and it says anything not you don't address after by 4 weeks deletes.
Oh, this has definitely been over 4 weeks.
This is bad. This is bad. I feel bad. Put yourself back on the screen. I can't see you.
Oh, sorry. So maybe now, because Matt tried to reach out and screenshotted it and sent it to me last week, because I might have said he was a deadbeat just to be a antagonist. Maybe now you should be paying him $2,000 plus interest.
But I saw. But wait, I think once you click on something, it goes away. Then does it?
If you click on your request, then you can now put it in your primary inbox or something.
No, I got it here. So now I have to accept this request.
Yeah.
And then what?
Now it goes into your regular mailbox.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So who else is in there? Who else?
That's why
anybody famous?
There's 4 weeks of like hundreds of them. It looks like, but I don't see his. And what's his again?
It's Blinky's Offset BBQ, but I think there's a underscore Blinky's.
There's nothing that looks like Blinky's in here.
Matt, resend a request to Sam for crying out loud. It's probably just.
I'll get it in I'll get it in a month.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know.
We're gonna have fun digging through that.
Jeez Louise.
Momofuku. What's a Momofuku that you were so excited about?
No, do you know the restaurant?
No.
Momofuku. Started in New York. It's great. One of the greatest meals I had was in New York. Guy's brilliant. David Chang. It's all good.
All right, so no payout, but it appears Matt might have been telling the truth last week when he said he tried to reach out, except you didn't realize.
Well, I don't see it. Unless by
when you go into
last week, he meant 5 weeks ago.
Could have been longer than that. Like this was like you were supposed to have 4 million in May. So that was all of June, and
I guess it is my fault.
And part of May.
Maybe I suppressed subscribers to make $2,000. You ever think about that?
I hope you did.
Now I can just turn on the tap and get 4 million in no time.
Yeah, if you're at 4 million by the end of the week, we'll know shenanigans are afoot.
Yes, they are afoot. I have a question about your Bahama trip.
Yeah,
you're gonna go back next year?
Well, that we were just I was just discussing if we should go back or if we should go to Hawaii, and I think part of me loves I feel like Bahamas is my deal now. I'm not locked into it. Nobody's locked into anything. We just we know
Bahamas,
we know
Hawaii,
we like it.
It's all drinks with little umbrellas and sun and.
Oh wait, are you saying that my travel is not good enough now?
I'm saying no. I'm saying it's the same.
So if I went to
How about something
Hawaii,
different?
like what?
What do you mean, like what?
Like what?
Like go where?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. Get out of the country for real. Go. I know what your face means when you do that. Why don't you go to Canada? We go see some.
I've been to Canada.
Little umbrellas and sand and beach and pools, and people missing the urinals. I mean,
Yeah, but it's,
come on.
It was the good
Go
time.
to a foreign country.
I don't
Go to Iceland.
Oh, never.
It's great. You love it. Oh, amazing. The waterfall. It's a gorgeous country.
Is it expensive?
No.
No.
I think you got to get there.
Yeah. How long is the flight?
You don't have to. I can't remember. Not that bad.
You're not
We
overselling.
flew from here to Boston.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever that is. And then it was probably 8 hours or something from there.
Oh my
Something
God,
like that.
that's a 10, 11-hour flight. It's got to be longer than that. I
It's
think
broken
flying from San Diego to Boston's got to be 5 hours.
Kelly and I went to Seoul 2 months ago. Was it 2 months ago?
Yeah.
It was 13.
I don't even want to be in a plane that long. I don't want to be when I had a direct flight back from Las Vegas at the Waste Expo, I was like, this plane ride sucks. And that was a direct flight and tailwind. So, I mean, we couldn't be going any faster than we were going. It was like 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I could do that standing in the aisle.
Of course. But, I mean, I don't want to be in a plane that long.
Well,
good news. I
how do you
also
think
don't
you're
want to
getting- how do you think
travel
you're getting-
anywhere. I don't want to travel anywhere that's longer than 3.5, 4 hours.
How do you think you're? Hey, tough guy. How do you think you're getting to Hawaii?
I know
That's more than 3 hours.
Yes, I know. It's probably 3
buddy.
hours from LAX, right?
No, it's more than that.
It is?
I think it's 5. I think it's 5.
Oh my God. Well, guess who's not going to Hawaii? That's off the table. That's a 10-hour flight. Fuck it.
Your poor wife. No, here's what you do: fly to San Diego.
Yes.
Come say hi.
Stop.
Spend the night. Not at my house.
No.
But go get a hotel. We don't like people staying with us. But then
All
we'll have
right,
dinner.
point taken.
I'll let you cook for me.
Oh, how nice.
And then we'll have lots of fun.
Yeah.
And then you get on the plane the next day, and 5 hours later you're in Hawaii. And let me tell you something: you get off the plane, it smells incredible. The Bahamas don't smell like that. Hawaii, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
What does it smell like?
Those gorgeous flowers and stuff.
Oh.
Spectacular. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, it's really nice. So, come on, bust out. Is your wife like you?
I mean, she says she wants to travel. I told her, book wherever you want to go. You make it happen, and then we'll go from there.
As long as it's within 3 hours, and I don't really have to leave much of the country.
I think I've asked you this before, but it is Canada Day today, and you celebrated Canada Day the best way possible. You became an American citizen not too long ago, so now you're an American. And you've quit,
by the way,
you quit being
probably
Canadian.
in light of everything that's going on, probably a good idea that I became an American.
Sure, of course. You would have been sent back post haste. Are you
Well, I could have
dual?
been
Are
if
you
I'd done
dual
something
citizen,
wrong.
or did you give back your citizenship?
No, they didn't ask for that. They asked for my green card back. That at my swearing in, I pledge allegiance.
They asked
The
for
day
your-
that you become an American citizen, I had to give in my green card. They don't care about my passport.
Yeah,
they don't care.
Well, why would
But I
you
only
need a
carry
green
one
card then, right?
passport. You're right, but I thought they were going to take both. I thought they were going to want both, but no. I didn't know. I couldn't remember going into it if how the States was. And the States is fine. They don't care.
Oh,
So I'm dual.
I had another question I was going to ask you. Oh, why do you hate banana pudding?
God, I don't know. I like bananas every so often.
Yeah,
I like banana bread. Something about banana pudding.
Bananas. Bananas.
I used to go to school. The high school that I went to was a boarding school, boys and girls.
Oh.
And one of the girls, BJ Rooks, had this weird habit. Now, don't be dirty. It was just her name, Elizabeth Jean, and whatever, something like that.
Yeah, and she
So
just happened
she
to
had
earn
this-
the nickname.
She had this. No, it wasn't a nickname. She happened to have this uncanny ability of naming people after food that they reminded her of.
Yes.
And one girl reminded Elizabeth of the skin on top of banana pudding. It was the craziest thing. We were all sitting around one day, probably getting high, and we said, "Who? So do you that? Who does what do people remind you of?" And somebody, it could have been like a chicken, whatever. And she goes, "And so, the skin on the top of a banana pudding when it sets." And we all went, "Shit, she's right." Elizabeth Rooks.
Wow.
I wonder where she is.
Good old
It's a
BJ.
Long time ago, man.
Skin on banana pudding.
Yeah.
I fear that banana
Skin
pudding has
up
been setting for way too long. I've never had skin on
I think
banana
so.
pudding.
I had no idea until I started listening to this show that was a thing in barbecue places.
Banana pudding?
Yeah.
Kidding.
No idea.
Oh, yeah. That's like
Well,
that's
let's
a
not
staple
forget.
dessert / side.
Let's not forget, I came from a country when I left, I don't know that I could have driven you to a barbecue place in Vancouver.
Of course.
I don't think I knew of any then. And even here we have 3 or 4, but it's not like I frequent them. We just don't go to restaurants very often.
Well, you probably go to
You
Cali
don't.
Comfort quite a bit, but every place else probably not.
I'll go down there. I talk to Shine every so often. I just don't go for barbecue. I don't go out very much.
Yeah.
We don't go out.
Why would
Unless
you?
it's an
You're Sam the
event or
cooking
something.
guy. You can't
No,
go
no.
out. You're
Going
not
out-
Sam the go out
going
to
out for
eat guy.
Going out for dinner with my manager and his wife and Kelly Saturday night.
You going to Javier's?
Not going to Javier's.
Oh,
Went to
supposed to be-
Javier's once.
It's supposed to be awesome.
It's okay. It's a bit of a scene. I went once. Food is pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know. I don't like a scene at all.
What is the scene?
I'm not a scene guy. People trying to be cool. Fancy cars, dressed up, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Popping bottles, that kind of shit. I don't want that.
That happens there?
I'm not a staid, boring old man. I like to have fun. I like a great restaurant when I go out. But I want a place that's, I don't know. I don't like a scene.
You sound like me in traveling when it comes to restaurants.
Maybe.
I want a scene.
Maybe. I like a good restaurant. I don't care if it doesn't need to be anything. It's not about that. It's about the food.
Yeah, but it could be both.
A hole in the wall that's got great. I suppose. Sure.
Was it
But that was
Momofuku
a
a scene and good food?
I don't know. It could have been, but there's something I don't know. There's some of what Javier's the one time that I went that I was like, oh, okay, I don't know. This trendy Mexican food.
Maybe they had.
Where do you even know? Why do you even know about it?
I know. I cover food. I know everything.
Food in San Diego?
Sure, I know where the hot spots are everywhere.
What else do you know? Cali barbecue. We know you know that.
Oh, like restaurants in San Diego. I just know.
Yeah.
I just know
So what-
Javier's. Oh, and I know.
But why do you know a random restaurant?
George's. It's probably not even there.
Yeah, there's a George's.
I was there. It was
It is there.
It was right on the. It's right on the ocean.
Ocean.
I've been there. I ate there.
It's still good. Still there. I haven't been there for a long time, but he gets great reviews.
My cousin worked there, 100 years ago. I was in San Diego in 19.
Fucking
holy fuck!
You didn't call me?
I didn't know
You didn't
anybody.
call
then.
me.
So this would have been 1998, 1999.
I'd already been here 10
maybe.
years. I'd been here 10 years.
Yeah, but I wasn't even. I didn't even know anything about barbecue at that point. And I was flown out there for a work training, and we went to the gas lamp district. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. One night,
right.
and then my cousin got me the next
Our
night
old
and took
time.
me to George's, and it was like up in La Jolla.
It's in La Jolla.
Yeah. And then he took me
like
by
it?
all the fancy houses. Oh, yeah. And then he took us to the beach that had all the sea lions on.
They're still there.
Yeah. It was great.
And stupid tourists annoying them.
Yeah, but George's was great. Wonderful.
George's
had
is
a great time.
Solid place.
That's what I remember about San Diego was George's and seeing my cousin, who I hadn't seen, for 15 years or 20 years before that. So,
does your cousin watch Sam the Cooking Guy?
I don't know. I don't really talk to him anymore. But he's quite the accomplished thrower on the pottery wheel. He taught at San Diego State University.
Pottery?
So, yes, pottery.
Love it.
Eric Rempe. You can search him on the Googles. I'm sure he comes
Google
right
him.
up as past faculty. All right, what am I making for dinner tomorrow night?
Carne asada.
Yes, I love it. Outside skirt
Here's
steak.
what I want you to do. Oh, my favorite.
Yeah.
We made it today. We did today. We made carne asada. Max's idea. You guys, if I suggest something, will you do it? I go, okay. Sure.
Just for a shoot or just hanging?
For a shoot.
Yeah.
Because I want you to make carne asada. I want you to put passion fruit in it. Fuck it. I'm down. Let's go. Bring it, baby.
Where do you get that?
It's already got lime in it. From a store. They probably don't have them in your part of the country.
Yeah.
You need like I don't know, like a Whole Foods or something.
Yeah, I got a Whole Foods down the street.
We got it from Lazy Acres. Right. Inside skirt. It was beautiful. My carne asada has a little soy in it.
Of course.
Cumin, garlic, cilantro. So here's what I say you do. Get yourself a couple pounds of inside skirt. Marinate that.
Yeah.
A couple, 3-4 hours is probably fine. Do it in the morning. You could plan this for July 4th. Do it in the morning. Have it that night, as a taco if you want. So the next day you've got extra. You can have it in a bowl. We did it on top of Mexican rice today. I made quick little Mexican rice.
Yeah.
With some eggs in a burrito. It's the greatest. It's just so many things you can do with it. So cook once, eat a couple of times. That's the thing. Carne asada is a great recipe on the website. Has soy in it. And I know I've had people go, oof, that's weird. I can't do that. But it doesn't taste like Chinese food. Just tastes better.
Yeah. Umami
just adding
kick.
the umami. Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
All right. Then carne asada. Is any big plans for 4th of July?
No.
Burgers,
Friday.
dogs?
No. I don't know. Unless the kids are involved and one's no, they're all busy.
Mm-hmm.
It's me and Kelly. Maybe dogs. Kelly loves dogs.
Boiled
and burgers, but she's not going to have both. What? The burgers? No, I wouldn't boil
no.
a burger.
Will she eat a boiled hot dog?
Yes. I do boil them first,
Oh.
and then I finish them off in either a cast iron or on the grill.
Why
You
not?
got to finish them off. You got to get them crispy on
Why
that
not just
side.
cook them all the way on the grill then, or on the cast iron? Forget the boiling.
Because they plump up. You take your knife, you do the little cuts in them, give them a couple minutes in the boiling water, take them out, and they're set. You do that anytime. Then when you want them, then you throw them either in a cast iron pan and roll them around, or on the grill.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
What are you making?
I'm gonna be in Houston the next couple of days, so we come back on the 4th. So
Ground beef and rice.
We'll plan to. We may have something planned for Saturday, but we'll have to see.
Got it.
We can talk offline about that.
Okay. All right. Our video tomorrow is red, white, and blue food.
All right.
For July 4th.
So go over to the YouTube site if you're not subscribed. Make sure that you're doing that so you can get Sam to 4 million subscribers at some point. I did quick calculations on Malcolm. I figure he should be at 2 million by fall with the rate that he's adding subscribers. So hopefully you're going to be somewhere near the same to cross 4 million. I'm going to hope by the end of the year, but we'll see. We'll see about that. So
listen,
who cares?
3.5 million went like that.
Yeah.
This is the hard part. This is now the heavy lifting.
This is where we dig in. See what separates the Sam from the boys.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly what we do.
TheCookingGuy.com is the website. ShopSTCG.com for all accoutrements. Sam, always appreciate the time, and we'll see you in August.
Peace. See you, man.
There he goes. Sam, the Cooking Guy right there. And I think I have one more read here that gets us caught up, and then we'll close the show. Carne asada. I didn't expect that, but it sounds delicious. I think I'm going to do it. And we greet correctional officer for lockdown into the instant chat. Hey, for 17 years, Green Mountain Grill has brought the smoke to the competition scene and backyards all over the world. Their Venturi-style firebox delivers the cleanest 150-degree smoke in the pellet game. The newly redesigned 2025 Prime 2.0 grill blends a proven technology of the past with technology of the future. Green Mountain Grill, the original innovator in all things Wi-Fi, and continues to give the user granular options to control your grill in any environment from anywhere. Green Mountain Grill also leads the pack in accessory creation, from their pizza attachments that deliver pizza in 2 minutes, to rotisseries, to add-on side burners. You name it, they got it. Check out the all-new 2.0 Green Mountain Grill at greenmountaingrills.com. That's greenmountaingrills.com. We're back to wrap the show right after this. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Let's get back to a guy who has more experience giving you his opinion than he actually has cooking. Once again, here's your host, Greg Rempe.
Let me thank Sam, the Cooking Guy, for joining us for the last segment and a half, segment and 3/4, if you will. Again, thecookingguy.com is his website. You can literally search any meal that you might want to be making, and if he's done something, automatically comes up. The website is very slick. It's not new, but typically it also comes with a video if they've done it as well, along with the recipe, so check that out. Also, if you want to buy the knives and all the other stuff, ShopSTCG.com, and buy till your heart's desire. All right, let's go ahead and get out of here. All the way back in the first hour is a Malcolm Reed visit. Extended. Second hour, a Sam the Cooking Guy visit. Extended. Big show planned for you next week. Dave Gafford from the Barbecue Lab will be in. Robert Moss, of course, will be in, talking about another new side dish. We have a Jess Pryles, no. I don't remember who's in the second hour next month, or next week, but I know we have at least one guest booked right now. So, at least 3 guests coming up. Very nice. Now, very nice. Oh, wait. It's, no. See, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's somebody. No matter what, it's somebody. Just know that. So, how do I always leave you? September 11th, 2001. I will never forget. Until next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. This is your program host and proud U.S. American Greg Rempe saying, "Oh, that's nice!
Ooh, this is nice!"
This is Dion Blumenrader with Big Hoss One Sauce, and you're listening to the best show on all things barbecue with my man, Greg Rempe.